Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a very special reading for you. So I'm quite excited. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. So thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. At the heart is temperance. Oh, I love that. Then we have the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, angels and spirit guides. The 9 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, angels and spirit guides. The Knight of Cups, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. The Ace of Swords, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Queen of Swords, I love that. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, we have 2. That seems to be what's going on for this reading, is that we get 2 at the end. And I love this, the 2 of Wands and the Sun. So that is beautiful. Okay, you've been through it, most definitely. And what we're going to see is that this is, okay, so this reading is about Neptune retrograde, okay? Especially on the 22nd of October, Neptune retrograde goes back into Pisces for the last time. It is the last time of 165 years cycle. We will not be seeing this again. Neptune has been retrograde in Aries, okay? Since I believe like the 4th of July, which is funny. And it has not been in Aries energy since the late 18th century. So this is a very, very powerful, powerful time for us. And we haven't seen this energy, we haven't felt this energy on this earthly plane in a very long time. And what we're going to see here is that we're really looking at dreams, at our life purpose, right? No small things, because Neptune does what? Neptune is the planet of imagination, of spirituality. There we go. I can speak. Of oneness and of divine inspiration. And here we have temperance. We have balance coming in, harmony coming in. We are also taking the waking world and the spirit world, and we're finding harmony between them. You know, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's, you know, one cup pouring into another. And I'm pretty sure it is one gold cup or one silver cup in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but they could both be gold. I'm not entirely certain. If you know, let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to know. So here with temperance, it's all about that balance. It's about going deeper and deeper into the soul, into what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for. And we're going to see this time with Neptune retrograde in Pisces, that we're looking at the dreams and the illusions that kept us from the truth of what we really wanted. And this is like walking a dance, but like doing it backwards. A dance that you have done and seeing, oh, that's where I made that mistake. Okay, that's where, you know, my footing went wrong. And there's a release here of chaos, of hurt, of mistakes that we held ourselves responsible for, or we berated ourselves over in a way that was quite cruel. And so here, there's a truth coming forward. There is a dissolving of the delusions that kept us from where we wanted to be, from moving forward in the dreams and in the hopes that we truly have. And the energy here, the challenge during this time, is going to be to move forward without seeing everything as clearly as we would want to. Gemini, we'd like to know the whys and the how comes about everything. We want to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into it all. And during this time, there needs to be a bit of a leap of faith that is happening, a bit of a, okay, you know, things have fallen apart in the past, and that's okay. That's part of life. I'm moving forward towards the most spectacular future, guided and graced. And it brings us then to the energy that roots us, and it's change your mind, change your life. It is going to be so easy to fall into negative patterns. It is going to be so easy, Gemini, to berate yourself over everything you perceive that you have done wrong, Or maybe you know, okay, that was wrong, that I shouldn't have done. But turning around and seeing the healing, beautiful love that's there, seeing the Two of Cups, which is love and connection, the minor arcana Lover's card, the minor arcana you that comes forward, the way that you show up in the daily world, in a sense of love and compassion, insight and understanding, storytelling and connection, that is beautiful. At the root, you're changing your mind. If there's a sense of like, I'm no longer crying over spilt milk. I'm not trying to put the wine back into the cups because there's only mud. I'm releasing. I let it go. And as you let it go, you set yourself free. And you've been setting yourself free for quite some time, Gemini, and you've really been feeling it now. You've really been feeling that energy shift, that cosmic shift, that real sense of insight to self. And there's a sweetness. There's a wish that has been granted. You might not know it. You might not fully see it right now because of so much that is going on. But the Nine of Cups is life being sweet. Sweetness like honey melting on your lips. Joy and connection. Power and rebirth. Deeper truths, deeper wisdoms coming forward. And a sense of coming back into the alignment of blessings and joy. And I'm just seeing a bit of carefreeness, a bit of laughter, of a freedom of expanse of being, right? That was there when you were very young, or when like the responsibilities hadn't piled up. And you're going to see that you've been returning to that. And that energy, that sense of wonderment, that sense of joy, that sense of brilliance is coming forward and forward during this time. Even though you're leaving this behind, right? It's not going to be as prevalent as it once was. There's a sense of, I'm finding that chord of beauty again. I'm finding that melody that so inspired me. And it brings us to the strength. And again, this is the dissolving of illusions. And what better fits that than the Ten of Swords? The Ten of Swords is overkill, right? One sword does it. Two swords, definitely. 10, okay, that's a bit much. But this is my minor arcana death card. The dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. A sense of being betrayed, hurt, backstabbed, feeling overwhelmed and doubtful. And what you're going to see is that you're rising out of that doubt and that fear. This could have been 10 years of this. This could have been 10 months, 10 days. This is too much. 10 days is a lot. 10 weeks. That count of 10 comes forward. Your strength is that you're rising out of doubt and fear. You're taking the swords out one by one from your back. Here, they are surrounding you like a cage. Drowning in emotion, drowning in others' passions, in their own passions. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is being stabbed in the back. And it's overkill. It's letting go of something that has taken on kind of a life of its own within our own mind, that has wounded us and hurt us and overwhelmed us. Now you're going to see that you own now 10 swords. That was a kingdom-making, accomplishment back in the day. 10 swords, power, wealth, authority, nobility. You have learned lessons, the hard way, yes, but a powerful way that has aligned you with greatness coming forward and has aligned you with the sword, the knowledge, the power. And in the near future is the Four of Pentacles. Be very mindful of your energy, very mindful of who you give your energy to, how you spend your time. You're going to become a little bit more aware of this during this retrograde, during this time. And what you're going to see is that you're setting yourself up for the next 14 years. When we come out of this retrograde, which I believe is on the 10th of December, when you come out of this retrograde, what you're going to see is ways that you have guarded yourself, right? Your solar plexus, your crown chakra, and had vampiric energy that drained you. So you were holding on, like you were fighting off attacks, right? The sense of, I have to ground myself, steady myself, hone myself. And now you're releasing. And as you're releasing, you're also setting up really profound boundaries within your own energy sphere, within what it is that you want. And you're looking at how you want to move forward from here on out. And so this is like decisions are being made, insight is had, and it moves us to the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is the advice, it's like keep on moving in love. Hold love, compassion, walk gently on this earth, but hold love and compassion as your guiding points for this time. Open up your heart, open up your joy. There's a sense of profound healing, and there's a sense of leaving behind chaos. So here, movement is going to be really important for you, Gemini, the movement of the body, the movement of the mind, the movement of the spirit, and following love. While everybody else seems to be, falling into chaos and chaos and chaos, when the world calls to chaos, follow love. It will make things a little bit more tricky, right? Will make things not as mainstream, and that is okay. But follow the love and let love lead you forward. You find yourself very attracted to people who are kind, but who are also it's very passionate in their kindness, but whose hearts just shine, who say what they mean, who have love and passion behind them. That's going to be very attractive to you during this time. And in this retrograde, you're looking at things that had wounded you, that people had said, okay? And we're also seeing that with the Four of Pentacles of that vampiric energy just weighed you down. But it was said out of jealousy of heart, out of, do you know how hard this is? What makes you think you can do it? I couldn't, and I'm better than you. But what made them think that they were better than you, Gemini? It brings us then to the Ace of Swords. And the thing is that one little strand of being believed it. This little sense of doubt came forward and said, oh my gosh, if they found it hard, it will be impossible for me. You are not the same, though. To whomever you compared yourself against, you are not the same. And it brings us to the Ace of Swords. This is the environment. The environment is one that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift, a blessing, of insight, of power, of voice, and of mind, clarity. And you're cutting through doubts and fears. Illusions are falling apart. You are also going to start to see where you have made the illusions, Gemini, and you made the stories around them, but they weren't the reality of it. You were talking yourself into something, or you were, embracing a fairy tale. And here now, you're looking at things, and you're seeing clarity of mind and truth of it. And it's that's the power. The powerful storyteller of the Gemini comes forward to tell the stories of the earth, yes. But we can also tell stories to ourselves that diminish our own worth. And you're setting yourself free from that. And it brings us to the Queen of Swords, the person who takes the sword, the gift from God, Source, Spirit, and says, I am unstoppable. But you fear that. You also fear being misunderstood, which is just like the hallmark of the Queen. Hallmark, that's it, of the Queen of Swords. She is misunderstood. She is the most masculine of the queens. People want her to fit in one box or the other, and she says, no, thank you. I got this. I'm living my life. And that is what you are doing here. You are rebelling against being put into a box, even a box of your own making. And you are now embracing your voice and what it is that you desire. But there's a fear off of letting yourself say what it is that you want to say, embrace what it is that you want, that people will misconstrue you or get mad at you. Let them. I love that saying, and I find it very hard to do, but, that saying of what other people think of you is none of your business, or what other people think of me is none of my business. I do find that very hard. But it is very important. Moving forward in knowledge. Guard your mind. Guard your thoughts. You're taking things in. She has a chainmail around her head. She's armed and she's wearing armor. She's the only queen that is. And so there is power and there is knowledge and there is attention to details and force and determination that's guiding you forward during this time. And it brings you then, and the fear is being the queen. The fear is embracing that energy. It's also the peace weaving. It is a sense of saying, I'm not the king, right? And that could just be fearful in and of itself, that we have tended as a world to say, well, kings are super cool. But what exactly did the queen do? You know? And I want the queen to act like a king because then I'll respect her, instead of saying, but she was a queen and she wasn't meant to act like a king. So here it is embracing a gentler, more creative, more flowing energy that comes forward with the queen. And the flowing energy of mind and of voice is one that we're very comfortable with. The Queen of Swords represents us in the minor arcana. The Ace of Swords is a gift for us. It is our sign, our connection. And it starts to open up doors. And it doesn't mean that everybody's going to like us. It's not that we're going out to be disagreeable. But the Queen of Swords has a bluntness and a forthrightness to her that we have been afraid to embrace. The Two of Wands opens up doors. We're looking not only at the present right now, but we're looking into the future of what it is that we want. And we're embracing the sun, happiness, joy, success, prosperity. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It is a job well done. And it's a joy that gets to shine forward. And that's what we're stepping into. We're stepping into it in our life purpose, in our dreams, in what we are connecting, in what we deeply want. It brings us then to our spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Harmony. Harmony. You want things to be harmonious, and you are finding your own harmony. And what I think is very interesting is that as she embraces harmony, she walks up to spells. And just think of when you spell out something, right? You write it down, and magically spells are cast. The words that you say, especially for an air sign energy, cast spells over our existence. Words are important and powerful. Embracing them and embracing that knowledge is transformative. It moves us then to our chakra of energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Mother Earth. This is the Earth Star Chakra, located 6 inches below our feet, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with the earth, connecting with the power of the earth is important. It's centering, and it is aligning ourselves to our center. It moves us then to the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. But it's also saying, Mother Earth is the bounty bringer, right? She feeds us, she houses us, she takes care of us. But she is also blizzards and hurricanes and fierceness. So we do not have to be all one way or all the other. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the 7 of Wands. Be mindful of fighting too many battles, right? Be mindful of where your energy is going. Stand up for what you believe in, absolutely. But be mindful of, a feeling like, a feeling being attacked, and then saying, oh, I have to stand, like I have to fight. Because there's a sense here of like, I don't want to fight. I step back and I release. And I know people are coming up over the wall, and it's like, well, hey, I need to. But there's a sense here of, I center myself and I embrace my prosperity. And those who see it, and those who don't, well, they don't matter. It brings us then to the subconscious spirit message, and it's breathe. Don't forget to breathe. The power of your breath, the power of centering yourself, the power of harmonizing yourself is everything. It moves us then. Intentional breath is going to be very important. It moves us then to the subconscious chakra message of the heart chakra and the inner child. Connecting with your inner child, connecting with your heart, connecting with what you love, what inspires you, what has inspired you since you were small. You're going to be coming back to center during this time. And as you do so, there's the energy to be mindful of subconsciously. And it's that sense of, I always have to fight because I don't know when everything's going to fall apart. You're prepared for everything to fall apart. apart, because it has on more than one occasion. So now you're just being wise. But Spirit is saying here, instead of fearing that it will all fall apart, know that new knowledge and new understanding and new adventures are coming your way. And a tower time does not have to be catastrophic. It doesn't have to be. It is simply one that awakens you out of, out of a cage that became a comfort. Okay? It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, and that's the Hangman. You're seeing things differently. You feel like you're in a different place, a different space, a different understanding, different knowledge. And as you are looking at things differently, you're realizing, I'm hearing like it's not your fault, right? You're realizing that you were meant to be different. And you need to follow the path of your soul, right? Again, do no harm, walk gently on this earth, move forward in love and compassion. But do not apologize for being you. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.